Hi, I'm Slavik with iDrinkCoffee.com. Today, I'm excited and privileged to present the R91 from Rocket Espresso. Rocket Espresso is a company and a brand that we've partnered with since our inception. Throughout 10 years of partnership, we've seen a commitment to quality and innovation in Rocket Espresso that is unmatched. And the R91 is their masterpiece. The culmination of all these years of growth and research have produced a truly remarkable machine. I'm going to demonstrate the Rocket R9 by making several sets of drinks, both coffee-based and milk-based. And I'm going to discuss the features of this amazing machine. The first thing that you're going to notice about the R9 is that it has a different style group. We're used to seeing E61 groups on Rocket machines, which is what they built their reputation with. However, with the R9, we get a newly designed group that's fully saturated. A saturated group means that the group and the boiler are essentially one piece, that there's water flowing freely between them. So the entire group head here is filled up with water from the boiler that's the same temperature as inside the boiler. What that gives you is remarkable temperature stability. There should be no difference between the group and the boiler, and your extraction has incredible thermal stability, which of course makes a better shot of espresso. The R91, of course, is a dual boiler machine, so you have a separate boiler for steam and coffee production. Both boilers are made out of stainless steel. The service boiler or steam boiler is 4 liters, and the saturated coffee brew boiler is just under 2 liters. Aside from the saturated group, all of the features I've mentioned already are pretty much standard for dual boiler machines in this class. But what makes the R9 unique is pressure profiling. With this machine, you can vary your extraction pressure anywhere from 0.1 bar to 12 bars throughout your extraction, which is really becoming a trend in our industry to get the most you can out of your coffee. So there's a couple of different ways of using this machine. You can use it in manual mode, where basically I would move this paddle this way, and there's a potentiometer inside there that you can vary the pressure with, like I said, from 0.1 to 12 bars. Or you can program 5 different settings. So you have 5 different profiles, A, B, C, D, and E, and you can set those to what you like. And I'll show you what that looks like in the menu in just a moment. The pressure profiling is accomplished using what's called a magnetic gear pump. And a gear pump can pump at different speeds that will correspond with different pressure. The R91 can be run as a pour-over machine. It has a tank which is accessible from the top here, or it can be plumbed in directly to a water source as well. Before I make any drinks, let me show you the touchscreen interface of the R9. Everything is controlled through this interface. So this is the main screen. You'll see you have a single line and a double line, and that represents single and double doses, because the R9 also has volumetric dosing. So you can program these, and the machine will deliver the same volume of coffee or of water each time you press them. The icon on the bottom left here is for hot water, and you press that to get hot water out of the hot water wand. And on the bottom right here is your profile setting. So you can toggle through this. You have A, B, C, D, E, and then you have a star setting, and what that is that's a program setting, and it's used for if you want to make a manual program by moving the paddle. You basically would do your extraction, and then you can save to that. So if you like what you came up with, if you like the drink, you can save that for next time, and it will be automatically programmed and remembered the next time you make a shot of espresso. To change the settings of the R91, we have to go to the next screen, and you press the R button, toggles to the second page of the menu, and here you have the settings. Just quickly, the top left is for warnings. If there's anything wrong with the machine, you'll have an error message there. The second icon is to turn the steam boiler off if you'd like to have it off. The third icon allows you to change your water source from tank or plumbed in, set your language, and also set whether you want the machine in Celsius or in Fahrenheit. Here we have our coffee boiler temperature, and I have mine set at 89.5 degrees Celsius. And this button here is to set your clock, and you can also set this machine to turn on and off when you like. So to save power, you can turn it off at night. You can have it that it turns on in the morning, so it's ready to make that coffee in the morning. And finally, and I think most importantly, is the pressure settings, the pressure profiles. And in this menu is where you'll set up each profile to the way you like it. And this is how we would build a profile. Profile A is fairly standard. You have 6 seconds at 4 bars of pressure, then 18 seconds at 9 bars, and then you ramp back down 6 seconds at 5 bars. And I mean, this is really designed to finish off at 5 bars, but you can set this to whatever you like. A ramp, you know, you can slowly ramp up and then ramp back down, or you can mimic a lever machine and start your pressure high and then ramp down throughout the extraction. There's really a lot of options and a lot of possibilities that you can experiment with to get the most out of your coffee. And the last page of the menu just allows you to turn the machine off, or this button is used to program your volume, to set that volumetric dosing. So finally, let's see this thing in action. I'm going to make some drinks. The first drink I'm going to do is a shot of espresso. And alongside my R9, I'm using the Rocket Fausto grinder, machinatore, as they say in Italian. And this is a really nice grinder, gives you good grind quality. It's quiet, easy to adjust. If you want more information about the Fausto, just watch our video about the Fausto. So for this drink, I'm going to use Profile A, and that's the profile I showed earlier. So it's basically just a ramp up or a pre-infusion at 4 bars, and then an extraction at 9 bars, and then a ramp down. While it's extracting, you'll see a graph, and that again shows the changes in pressure. It's at 9 bars now, and will remain there for, I believe it was 18 seconds, and then towards the end, it will ramp down. And there's also a shot timer on this machine, so it tells you how long your shot is taking. I'm aiming for about 30 seconds. And look at that, 30 seconds exactly, and an incredible shot of espresso. Now I'm going to make one more shot of espresso because I'd like to show you a different profile. So I'm going to change the profile to my profile setting C. And again, I'm going to press my double button, or I can also turn the paddle, but I prefer to use the volumetric dosing. Now, this profile here mimics a lever machine. So I started at 12 bars, I'm stepping down to 10, then 8, then 6, and finally it will be 4 bars at the very end of the extraction. And what I'm trying to do here is mimic what a lever machine does as the spring opens and the pressure gets reduced. Although you see here, this is going to be over-extracted because this shot is taking too long. So I would have to adjust my grind. I mean, by the time this is done, it's going to be 45 or 50 seconds. So the R9 allows you to experiment and do all these different things with coffee. I'm not going to try this because I can tell you from experience, it's not going to taste good. Almost a minute all the way to the end, actually over a minute. And that shot was going to be over-extracted and taste very, very bitter. Next, I'm going to make a milk-based drink, and I'm going to use a more conventional profile this time because last time it didn't work out that well. And of course, you have volumetric dosing, and it's a dual boiler, so I can do both functions concurrently. I'm going to start extracting my coffee, and I'm going to steam my milk on the left here. The R9 one has a commercial style steam wand that goes directly down, and it's activated using a lever actuator, which is very easy to use, and also instant on and instant off. And then I can add my milk to the coffee. Quick and easy. The next shot I'm going to make is a short black or a little Americano, so it's espresso with a little bit of water. I've already added water to my cup, and I'm going to begin my extraction. The R9 has a unique feature that has a mixing valve, so you can actually mix cold water with hot to achieve a lower temperature than you do on most machines. And most machines, the water out of the steam boiler is super, super hot, and it doesn't taste great with an Americano. Although I will tell you the machine does have to be plumbed in to make use of the mixing valve. If it's run as a pour over, you only get that steaming hot water. And there's our drink, a nice little Americano to enjoy in the morning. The last drink I'm going to make today is yet another shot of espresso, but I want to show you the manual function of this machine. So I have it set to the manual function, and I basically move the paddle, I open it a little bit, and you can see the pressure is very low, 0.1 bar. I'm going to raise it a little bit. Now I'm at 1.6 bars. I'll pre-infuse, I'm at 11 seconds. I'm going to increase now to a little bit more, to about 5 bars. And now I'm going to ramp it up to about 9.1 bar. Extract there, and then I can also come back down to finish off my shot. This is what we call post-extraction or post-infusion. And if I like that, which I don't, I can save it and it will be saved for me the next time. But with this machine, you can really experiment and get the most out of every single coffee. It's wonderful. The R91 from Rocket Espresso is quite possibly the greatest espresso machine ever made. With its incredible looks, its pressure profiling, it is an espresso lover's dream. If you have any questions about the R9 or any one of our products, please feel free to reach out, ask questions. We're always happy to help. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.